Shout out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on after the fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the Mexican superstar legend, the 4-division world champion, the super middleweight unified world champion, who's holding the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO world titles, Canelo Alvarez. And we got my man Caleb Plant, the IBF super middleweight world champion, you know, American superstar, you know, and Sweet Hands is looking, you know, to face off with Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo Alvarez is looking to face off with Sweet Hand Caleb Plant. And Canelo is letting Caleb Plant know, don't price yourself out of this goddamn fight. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's you know, rumors going around that Caleb Plant is asking for a certain amount of number, and it's looked like that number is $10 million, right? And Canelo telling him, don't price yourself out of this fight, homie. Please don't price yourself out of this fight. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the negotiations going on. We don't know how far they into it. But we know Canelo just came off a win against Billy Joe Saunders. That was a hell of a performance by Canelo. You know, a lot of people felt like Billy Joe was talking a lot of shit. You know, Canelo most definitely thought he was talking a lot of shit, especially in the face-off of things of that nature. You know, Billy Joe telling Canelo, I think you like the meat, eh? I didn't really appreciate that. But Canelo, you know, Canelo is that manly man, that alpha dog that ain't gonna beg down from nothing, and told Billy Joe, you're in trouble now, my friend. You feel me? And now it's Caleb Plant's turn. It's Caleb Plant's turn. You know, Caleb Plant was offered a fight before. He had turned it down, but he said he didn't have the proper time to train for Canelo Alvarez. And I respect that. I respect that. When you fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez, bro, you need a full 10 to 12 count, 8 to 12 count, 8 weeks to 12-week count. You feel me? You need a full 8-week to 12-week count. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little tired right now. A full, you know, 8-week to 12-week count to prepare for somebody like Canelo Alvarez, homie. You feel me? You cannot get in that ring bullshit with Canelo Alvarez. You don't want to leave no stone unturned. You want to bring in the right sparring partners. You want to get the weight right. You want to eat right. You want to be on point. You want to have your mental together. You feel me? Let the testosterone build up for the strength and have everything on point for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? Because that's a bad motherfucker. Because Canelo ain't going to be playing with you. He's not going to be playing with you. He's going to have everything on point. So I respect Caleb Plant. A lot of people was mad at Caleb Plant. They said he ducked Canelo, this, that, and the third. I disagree. I just feel like he wanted to be on point for this guy right here. Because once you get into the ring with Canelo Alvarez, you better be 120%. You know, and nobody goes into the ring 120%. But you better be 120%. You understand what I'm saying? Mentally wise, you better be in the best shape of your life. Even though you're going to have some little nicks and necks because of the you know, the training camp. But you better be ready, bro. You better be ready. Y'all see that head movement? Look at that footwork. Move. Can't touch me. Swoop, swing. Duck. Whoop. Nope. Nope. Whoop. Nope. Sorry, Billy Joe. Nope. Whoop. Nope. Bam, 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 bam. And that's what he hit Billy Joe ass with right there. Canelo practiced what he preached, man. Practice make perfect. And Canelo, the shit he do and he work on, he actually use that shit in the ring. He actually do. You know how some people be training and shit? Cats get on the mitts. They get to throwing 17,000 punches on the mitts and shit, trying to look good, and get in the ring and don't use none of that shit. Canelo actually used the head movement, used the feints, blah, 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 bing, catch your ass right there in the spurt, move, and he actually used it, and it worked. And Caleb Plant, you know, swift, crafty, use angles, nice jab, fair pop, you know, and he got hard. Caleb Plant got hard. You feel me? So we can't take nothing away from Caleb Plant. He worked his way up to be the champion. He is my 2012 Olympian. I fuck with Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He was an Olympian, and I love all my Olympians. You know, I can tell you the Olympians from way back when all the way up to now. I love the Olympic teams. This Olympic team, it went dry because of the pandemic, things of that nature. You know, and a lot of people was talking shit about the Olympics, but that's neither here nor there. We heard for Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez, my brothers and sisters. And I love all y'all, man, because y'all been showing Money Brown nothing but love. But with Caleb Plant, right? Don't price yourself out of this fight, Caleb Plant. Let's keep it real, bro. Canelo is going to be your biggest paycheck. I gets that. I gets it. You want to get paid. I want to get paid. Y'all want to get paid. Canelo want to get paid. But you got to get what's fair. You feel me? Now, whatever your last paycheck was, whatever you got paid for the last fight, of course you want more than that. Your last fight was Caleb Truex. You know what I mean? When you're going up against Canelo Alvarez, he's going to change your life. You're going to be millions of dollars in the bank. You see what I'm saying? But please, 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 if it's not going to be on pay-per-view, and we know that this fight is going to be on DAZN, everyone. If it's not going to be on pay-per-view, where, the tickets, the red button is getting pressed, and you're getting revenue money, and you negotiated for back-end money, then you got to be fair. You got to be fair. I don't know if Caleb Plant is going to get $10 million, family. You understand what I'm saying? With DAZN and people buying the app is $20. Pay-per-view is around, $75 if you put Canelo and Caleb Plant on pay-per-view. Like, that'll be around $75. Now, I am to the knowledge of if you don't have DAZN, you might can buy the fight for $29.99 if I'm not mistaken. I remember last time my DAZN app was fucked up. I had to go buy the fight on pay-per-view. They had it on pay-per-view channel. I had to pay $30, right? I already had the app for $20, but I had to go pay $30 for the goddamn pay-per-view on DAZN. But I did that for the people because I love boxing, and the people fuck with Monty Brown, and Monty Brown is going to reciprocate that love, because I stream the fight for the people. So I had to pay for $30. So even with that being said, you're not generating the full amount of a pay-per-view event. Like Floyd Mayweather charging $50, right? I think we paid $80 for Earl Spence. Mayweather Pacquiao was $100. So you're not reaping the full benefits. So at this time, you got to be around. You got to be smart. Caleb Plant might get somewhere $6 to $8 million. You know what I'm saying? 6 to 8. That's still a lot of fucking money. Of course, Canelo pay is going to be crazy because it's Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? But for Caleb Plant, that's going to be your biggest payday. That's going to be your biggest payday, bro. And you cannot pass up on it. Now, listen, he can get to $10 million. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tell a man what he can't get because you get what you negotiate for. But if they come down to it and they be like, you know what, we don't have $10 million. I don't think you worked at $10 million. Your last pay was probably about, 1 point something, right? And you jump from 1 point something to $6 million, maybe even 7 point something. You have to take that number, bro. You have to take that number. You feel me? And I know a lot of people always talking about, man, why do y'all always pocket watch? How y'all go tell the fighter what to do? Tell this. Because I don't want somebody to get caught up in the situation of, well, Canelo want to be undisputed. I have the IBF. If he don't give me what I want, then guess what? I'm not going to fight him. He's not going to get it. Somewhat like Turnbull Crawford trying to do Earl Spence. Oh, well, if Earl Spence get 3 belts, I have the WBO. If he don't give me what I want, then I'm just not going to fight him. I feel like that's some little weak-ass shit. It's weak. You know what I'm saying? That's some weak-ass shit. It's like, oh, nah, I got the belt. And if you don't give me what I want, you can't get it. Like, nah, man, we ain't going to do none of that weak-ass shit, bro. Let's be fair here. Canelo is Canelo Alvarez. Canelo been getting these big-ass checks because Canelo deserved them big-ass checks. You understand what I'm saying? For the ones who always talking shit about Canelo, oh, what has he done? He hasn't did this. He done a lot more than what these motherfuckers done that y'all trying to get to fight him. You understand what I'm saying? So, Canelo been getting them big checks. You know what I'm saying? Just check the boy numbers and how much he's worth. You feel me? So let's be fair. Mayweather getting what? If he was back 30 million plus, and if he was gonna offer y'all boys some money, it'd be around 5 to 6 million, right? Your biggest payday. So don't try to do Canelo like that, bro. Don't try to do Canelo like that. And I like Caleb Plant. Like I said, that's my 2012 Olympian, but right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? Like I say, little rumors going around where they saying Caleb Plant is asking for a certain number, right? And if they can't meet that number, then you got to be fair, bro, because he got to understand this is your biggest payday. You did? This is your biggest fight. You feel me? This is your biggest test. This is the moment you've been waiting on. You know what I mean? And if you pass it up, you'll just be a fool-ass fool. You're not going to make that money with nobody else but Canelo Alvarez, especially right now. Especially right now. Because if you take Caleb Plant and put him up against David Benavidez, you think you're going to make $6 to $7 million? No. David Benavidez don't have a title no more. If you take Caleb Plant and you mix him up with Billy Joe Saunders or Jamal Cholo or Demetrius Andrade, you think you're going to make $6 to $7 million? I don't think so, family. I don't think so. Even if you put it on, well, you probably can put it on pay-per-view, but I don't think it'll do that well on pay-per-view. You feel me? it'll be a good fucking fight. But on pay-per-view, it's not going to really, you're not going to do no fucking upwards to $20 million for you to get $10 million. You know what I'm saying? So this is your biggest fight with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is going to make money with whoever he face. You know what I mean? He's the cash cow. You better understand that. You know what I mean? You better understand that. So if you want to pass up on this big-ass opportunity the second time, when you got a full training camp and things of that nature, you got to be a fool, my brother. You have to be a fool. You better get what's deserving and get what's worth it, bro. And it's going to be one hell of a fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight. Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant for undisputed is one hell of a fight. You got a lot of people that got faith in Caleb Plant. You got a lot of people that think Caleb Plant is going to be Canelo Alvarez's toughest task out of Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, and David Benavidez. You feel me? I think it's Jamal Charlo. Some people feel like it's Benavidez. Some people feel like it's Andrade. Some people feel like it's Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? Even though Canelo probably beat all their ass, people got their picks and they got their reasons why. You know what I'm saying? Some people think Plant is the more slicker, smarter fighter than the rest, even over Demetrius Andrade. And that's why I say, if y'all think Caleb Plant is better than Demetrius Andrade, then how the fuck is Canelo ducking Andrade and they facing Caleb Plant? It just don't add up, right? It just don't add up. But nonetheless, man, Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant is going down, family, September. It looked like September the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. You know, don't quote me on that, but I know that's the this year. I think that's the Mexican Independence Day, right? So we all know Canelo is going for undisputed man. Caleb Plant going for undisputed man. This is one hell of a fight. Caleb Plant has been coming out talking this shit, saying Canelo Alvarez can't fuck with him. He's no Billy Joe Saunders. He's not begging down for no Canelo at all, and he wants to fight. And it sounds like he wants to fight. And I believe when he say he's not afraid of Canelo, he feel like he's the best at 168 pounds because that's the way he carry himself. And I respect Caleb Plant for carrying himself that way and not being a sucker. But I just don't want Caleb Plant playing this money game, acting like he's worth more than what he really is. And I'm not saying he's doing that. You know, I won't just put that jacket on him right now, because at the same time, when you face somebody like Canelo Alvarez, you're going to try to get every dime you can get. And I don't knock it. If you can negotiate it, you deserve it. But if they're giving you a fair number and you're trying to turn that shit down and you feel like you work more than what you work, that's when I'm going to come in and I'm going to have a problem with. Because I'm going to feel like you're holding up this undisputed fight because you're trying to be a little bit too greedy when you're getting what you're deserving and it's a fair number. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as Caleb Plant play ball, man, he got all Monty Brown respect. You know what I'm saying? I wish him nothing but the best. Even though I think Canelo's going to beat him, I still wish him nothing but the best. He do have a shot in this fight. It ain't like it's a far-fetched for him to win this fight. He have a great fucking shot at winning. Canelo just on his shit right now. I don't think Caleb Plant has the power to keep Canelo off his ass. And I think Canelo will get to him. But this is a fight that we all want to see. Undisputed. It's never happened at 168 pounds. Canelo is going for it. Caleb Plant is going for it. Let's see what happens in September. I wish both of these boys nothing but the best and great health so they can go home to their family. They both have wives and kids, and I want them to know to be A-OK in the future. But we will see what happens, y'all. Shouts out to them. Let's see how the fight turn out. Until then, this your boy Money. This the ANSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.